What did your return trip to Honduras post-Hurricane Mitch do to shape your views on what the private sector can do to make an environmental impact in the world?
I went back to Honduras. You know, I'd been there for this nature guide training program that I was volunteering with, and then I went home, and almost immediately, or a couple months after I'd gotten home, Hurricane Mitch hit, and it was just absolute destruction. And a couple of my friends had lost their homes. So I went down there. You know, I was working as a waiter. I was sort of between. I was doing nothing. So I went down there and said, "Look, I've got a couple of hands, and help you do whatever you need done." And so I went back down, and I was with a friend and looking at the site where he was building his new home. The next day we went on a hike, and he was a nature guide in Pico Bonito National Park, which is near the city of La Ceiba. It's a beautiful cloud forest. And we were hiking, and then on the way back, you have to cross pineapple groves, like a pineapple plantation, on the way back to the highway. So we were walking through the pineapple plantation. We were going to catch the bus to go back into town. And if you look in the irrigation channels, it was all kind of frothy, and it was really it was full of like pesticides and fertilizers and just pretty nasty stuff. And so I kind of naively asked him, where does this drain? Where does this go? And he said, well, this goes to the Bonita River. And I'd just been there the day before, and so I again kind of naively went, well, that can't be. There's kids swimming there. I saw kids playing in the water. I saw a woman washing her clothes, and he kind of shrugged his shoulders. I'm like, yeah. And again, on top of that, I said, well, what does the government do about that? And he kind of looked at me and shook his head. He's like, man, this is Honduras. What do you think? The fruit companies kind of run everything. There's very little we can do. And so in my own head, I was thinking, well, if the government's not going to do anything, either they're unwilling or not capable of acting against something like this, how do you get a company then to change its behavior for the better that will have a real impact on people's lives? And that was ultimately a question that sent me back to grad school and sent me on an almost decade-long odyssey in graduate school to think about the answer to that question.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I've answered it fully yet, but I'm getting closer, and it's what I try to do every day.